give a play. Bike back. That makes you give a play. Listen, he's been riding since he was 9 years old, and he's not stopped since. We are talking about Marlon Fletcher, popularly known as stunt rider Crazy Cutter. We're going to find out why now. Morning. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. 9 years old, Marlon. What attracted you? I mean, I know it's fast, it's pretty, but from 9 years old, how did you get introduced to bikes?
Well, I've always been involved in motorcycle one way or another. It started from my granddad.
Okay.
All right, may his soul rest in peace. And then my uncles rode motorcycles. So I basically grew up in a motorcycle family. For them, it was just a means of transport from point A to point B. I was the one who took it to another level and get the costs in, and you got crash and you got broke up and you need to put on the thing, and you notice how your grandfather ride, notice how your uncle them ride, them know, you know, the foolishness, you know. So I've always been involved in motorcycles one way or another from a tender age. Yeah, man.
You raised something important, and before I get to anything else, it's the safety.
Yes, safety is very important, all right? Now, motorcycle is the closest thing you'll come to flying a fighter jet, all right? You see a corner and you slow down a little and you just dive in the corner and you lean in the corner. Now, before you really decide to ride a motorcycle at certain speeds, it takes a lot of practice, right? And you have to control your ego, because the bike feels nice, the bike feels sweet, and you're going to want to go at some dangerous speeds. But you have to first learn to handle the speed of the motorcycle.
Control your ego in order to control the bike.
Yes.
I like what you just said, because ego is really some of the things behind it. So they call you Crazy Cutter. Why is that?
I got the name Cutter from a tender age from a good friend of mine. Not going to tell you the backstory to that. It's not fit for airplay.
Oh, no, not tell me.
Name Crazy.
Because of the stunts?
Yes, because I was formerly the president. Still, I'm the president of Crazy Bikers. Crazy Bikers started out as a motorcycle stunt club. But you know, with maturity and life changes and everything, we have evolved into a riding club as opposed to the stunt. We kind of put on the stunting and, you know, we take our weekend rides and all that.
So tell me how the stunts work. You watch a stunt and you say, okay, I'm going to do that stunt there. And then you practice and practice until you get it.
It takes a lot of practice.
But may I look on this? May I look on this?
We always find empty parking lots in the middle of the night. You know, police come and tell we have to move. We're disturbing the neighbors because the bikes are so loud. But it takes a lot of practice. A lot of broken parts off the motorcycle.
A lot of broken parts off
the motorcycle, no. No.
Okay.
And that is where practice comes in. Because with practice, you tend to work out the metrics of it and you know, fail at it a few times, break a clutch lever, break a, you know, something like that, and you repair it and you're gone again and you try. Now, I always implore even the upcoming stunters to practice. The motto is, do not practice at a stunt show. Practice before a stunt show and perform at a stunt show. Because as you know, the stunt shows in Jamaica are very informal, right? Road line with two sides of the people, no barricade, no safety measures. So it's easy for a motorcycle to get out of control and mow down 2-3 people. So you have to know what you're doing before you actually go to the show. If you have not mastered the trick 110%, do not. Do not perform it at the show.
You see, it's the ego again, you know?
Ego again, and the crowd cheering you.
Yeah, you start off and the people, and you say, hey, you know, I feel like I could do this. And don't. And it's very important what he just said, practice. So how do you decide what stunts to do?
I mean,
you try some and you say, no, sir, this is not going to work.
It is a form of entertainment.
So
you try to do the crowd pleaser. You try to do the stunts that the crowd will like. And you try to stay away from the crowd, the stunts that is not appealing. Because we call it tricks because most of the time it's really tricks. The unsuspecting eye looking on does not know exactly what you're doing with the motorcycle. They do not know the features that you have on the motorcycle to do
what you're
particular trick. So they think, oh my God, how did he do that? You know, but it's really tricks.
Yeah, we're seeing some of it right now. So you know, I'm watching and I say, hey, the problem I have is the people who are regular riders and think they can pull off these stunts all the time.
Oh, that's a never-ending problem in Jamaica. You know, that's a never-ending problem, and it's something that we're trying to fix. We're trying to see if the powers that be could get the stakeholders into dialogue to try to see how best we can fix the mayhem on the road. Because really and truly, what is happening on the road now in terms of the riders trying to do stunts, careless riding and all of that is really something that we really need to fix. There are...
The delivery men, I see them in and out of traffic and them, it's like a stunt every day.
There are 3 categories of motorcyclists or bikers in Jamaica. All right, category 1.
Careful, careless. Oh, no, tell me.
Category 1, you have what we call the weekend warriors.
Okay.
They have a motorcycle. They only ride it on weekends. They drive to work. They have their jobs and all that. They pull out a motorcycle and they go to the country on the weekend, right? That category is what we call a safe category.
Them all right.
They ride very fast, but they are professionals, all right? Category 2, we have the daily commuters,
Aye.
right? The bearers, the food delivery man, the weed whacker man who just have a bike to move from point A to point B, right? That's not even a problem either. Now the category
Sometimes
3,
it's a problem, Marlon.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes, because them not obey not name road code.
but the category that's causing the problem is what we call the joyriders.
Okay.
They don't belong in category 1 or 2. They just get up every day and they just ride a motorcycle for the fun of it, and they're easily spotted. They don't wear helmets. They're in a shorts and slippers and they're just riding around.
Daredevil.
Right, and really and truly, that is the category that we in Jamaica need to target if we want to reduce road fatalities, if we want to reduce the mayhem, incidents and accidents on our nation's road. Because if you check the statistics and go deep into the statistics and not just the numbers, you would see that the motorcycle fatality rate, the age is between 17 and 25.
Yeah.
That's one. If you check the type of motorcycles they are riding, if you check what they were riding or how they were riding, what they were wearing when they have these accidents, they don't wear helmets. And helmet is a major part of safety when it comes to a motorcycle.
Absolutely.
So it's almost like divide and conquer if we want to fix the problem. Because
So I'm going to say this. So what if I have that daredevil spirit? I have a motorcycle. I want to be a stunt man and go. Is there somewhere that I can go
there's nothing
to
wrong with
channel
the love
that
for
energy?
motorcycle and want to be a stuntman. If you want to be a racer, there is Dover, there is Jamway Speedway where you can go to race a motorcycle.
Okay.
If you want to be a stunter, you can find an empty parking lot, speak to the property manager and ask if you can do some practice in there, seek professional help. In my days, I didn't have anybody to help me. It was mostly YouTube, go overseas and talk to the professionals over there and all of that, you know. But I am here now, can help the younger ones, you know, and I impart the knowledge that I have garnered on them. So feel free to reach out.
Do you think we should regularize it? Like if you want to be a qualified stunt bike man in Jamaica, you have to go like 3 lessons with Marlon or get a certificate. Like things like that can probably help.
I think we should.
Yeah.
But what I have to implore on the riders is that stunt show is a show that is to be performed for an audience, right? So you can't be on Trafalgar Road dilly-dallying through traffic and act.
They're not showing them put on, and that's the problem.
Right, and really and truly, it is a show that is to be performed in a controlled environment.
Correct.
Right? So yes, it can be regularized, and I think it's almost like if you can't stop them, then bring them in for full.
The first time you did a stunt, what was that experience like for you? You drop and chip up?
The first stunt I did was really a mistake.
Oh, no.
I was in a rush to go somewhere, and I jumped on the bike and I rode off and I revved the bike. And the front wheel came straight off the ground and was like this.
You never frightened?
I stopped. I'll never forget it. It was on Mountain View. I stopped at the sidewalk near Stadium.
Yeah.
And I sat on the sidewalk for about a good 3-4 minutes. Like, what just happened? And the adrenaline kept peaking and peaking. And
Yeah.
It started from there, and it's like, I wonder if I can do it again. And I did it again, and it worked, and I did it again, and it just never stopped from there.
All right, some of the folks who are watching Marlon, I mean, we've seen videos. Where can they see you? I know at the pandemic, everything kind of was closed down a bit, but for people who want to book you guys or to come out and see the show, where do they find you?
Well, that's the sad part.
Yeah.
I no longer stunt.
Yeah. But you can teach
But
it.
I have a lot of, there are a lot of guys out there now.
Who
There's
do it?
one called Daylight. He's really, you know, taking the show to the people now and performing all over. But stunt shows are advertised on a weekly basis,
Can look out
different
for it.
location. They can look it up and find it.
You should still teach, though.
But I do still teach.
So
I
for
teach
those
people
who
to
want
ride
to learn, where do they
motorcycles.
find you?
Teach. Crazy Cutter, Acclamar Boss for Gmail. That's my company because I operate a courier company, Acclamar Courier, which involves a lot of the small bikes that I do deliver on a daily basis. So they can find me at Acclamar Courier or Acclamar Boss on Gmail, and we can talk because I still teach people to ride every weekend. I teach a few people to stunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, hook up the Acclamar Boss. I'm going to Clive. No, don't go Clive. No. You forgot put on your glasses. That's the first thing you have to do. Thank you, Marlon. It was so great talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Marlon Crazy Cutter Fletcher, motorcycle enthusiast and stunt rider and tutor. So you've been hearing from him all morning. We have a quick chat with guitarist Kenroy Mullings after the break. We'll soon come.